Ah, this kind of looks new, to be honest. We got a new problem up in Lordaeron. What's happening, Lillian?
Keep your guard up.
Just when we got our feet back under ourselves, someone wants to knock us down again. There are people who still think that we don't deserve this home, and they're willing to kill us to get what they want. And some old grudges never go away. Somehow, the Scarlet Crusade... Again? What? Nah, there's still Scarlet Crusade out there? How many times do we need to teach you this lesson, old man? We wipe him out like 6 times. Okay. Scarlet Crusade's out there. Alright. I mean, to be fair, we knew that they were out there because they also made the Enduin Sylvanas propaganda, but still, again with the Scarlet Crusaders. Okay. Let's go say hello to the Scarlet Crusaders.
Belmont has eyes on the enemy at the southern wall. We'll meet there and get you briefed.
I stand ready to help.
A Forsaken have fought to reclaim these lands, and I'm proud to stand amongst them. I promise I will do anything in my power to protect our people.
The past,
Ah, look!
Embrace the future.
He's got the champion title. Okay, so now I can actually talk about what's happening here, as well as hi, people on the YouTube, if you're seeing this. As we just went through, at the end of Shadowlands, the Forsaken actually cleansed Lordaeron of the plague that was left behind by Sylvanas as the start of Battle for Azeroth. A new council has been made, and we were talking about the leadership of the Forsaken. And I personally don't think that Blizzard was going to go with the council to begin with. I think the original plan was to have Kalia replace Sylvanas. Somewhere along the line, maybe they had a change of heart, maybe it was people's opinion. They decided against it, but the reason why is, like, you know, we got Naphanos as champion of the Dark Lady. Here we have Derek as champion of the Pellet Lady, right? Under Kalia, there could have also been a different way of resurrecting the Forsaken, as with the current situation, no Sylvanas, no Valkyrie, it also means no Forsaken. So eventually the people are going to die out. Now, as I said, the council idea has now been embraced instead of just Kalia as the leader, which, you know, we're going to find out how that's going to develop. And for the Heritage Armor, apparently the Scarlet Crusaders are still out there. Some way, somehow, the Scarlet Crusade is here, and they are ready to kick the Forsaken out of Lordaeron.
How may I help you?
Ooh, okay. Lots of undead are around here. Ah, we'll have to have a little looky-loo. Yo, C, thank you very much for the 41, man.
What would you ask of death?
Hope you're doing good. Oh, lots of undead.
I haven't got all day.
When it comes to the undead and their situation... Mushroom vendor.
Hello?
Hello.
I haven't got all day.
Speak quickly. Watch your back.
They're falling apart.
I'm listening.
How's a locksmith supposed to make a living in a world with no locked doors?
Trust no one.
I am Forsaken.
So while they can replace the body parts, a big question asked for the Forsaken was also, why do they continue?
I am Forsaken.
Why, with the whole claiming vengeance upon Arthas, why are they still embracing this curse, right?
Trust no one.
But now they've rallied together
Beware.
and are gonna find out. All right. Oh, the Laren is here as well.
My fate. My curse.
Are you gonna rejoin the Kaldorei? After Darkshore, I do not know if they would welcome me. Yeah, don't worry about the Laren. They're like embracing new traditions. In that violent time of confusion I fought against the Kaldorei, I lost my faith. I would not blame them for not accepting me, or the others that were raised in the aftermath. We may be on a road to accepting ourselves, but we are not done. And unfortunately, we are not alone. Oh, so fortunately even. Okay.
So be it.
What will you require?
Summer decided to show up in September. Yeah.
Discipline.
What happened to you, Lee? I thought I would be a hero and infiltrate the islands, take out a few Scarlet Crusades, but there were too many of them. A total of 2. This isn't fair. I haven't felt pain like this since when I was alive. It feels like an infestation of electrified spiders, which has only happened to me once, but I know exactly how it feels. It feels like that, except the spiders are pink.
Remember, patience, discipline.
We can never stop defending ourselves. The moment we stop is the moment they strike. It's the Scarlet Crusade. They must have thought that they could sneak attack us, and they were partially right. They've gotten a foothold on Fenris Isle, but we still hold the ruins. We've lost some of our own, and we can't afford to lose more. We're going to have to be smart.
There is much to be done.
Neat. All right. Would I want a big world revamp, or do you think it's too late? It's never too late for a world revamp. Come on, huh? How did the Scarlet get it? Is that really the question to ask right now? How did the Scarlets get the island? How about where did the Scarlets come from? How many are there? If there's 2, does that mean there's still an organization?
Greetings.
Yes, right? Weren't they already defeated? Many times in the Plaguelands in Northrend, some of them gave up and joined less fanatical orders. But it seems like there's always some old leader or new opportunist willing to take up the accursed banner. There's people in the world with good reason to hate the Forsaken, but the Scarlet Crusade isn't here for that. We are the living dead, and they think we are just abominations meant to be destroyed. For some, that's all they need for killer hatreds. Okay.
Keep your guard.
Jaina down there?
This is a problem. The Scarlet Crusade has overrun parts of Silverpine Forest and made a base on Fenris Isle. We don't have the numbers to dislodge them outright. But we have to drive them out of our lands and protect our home. There is no other option. We fight. What do you need?
How did they get so many? Reproducing quickly.
Victory for the Forsaken.
They got a base out there and they're just pumping in gold and they just constantly get new zealots out of there. I didn't expect the Scarlets to have so many soldiers they could muster for an attack like this. Yeah, me neither. If I wasn't so mad, I'd be impressed. I like how they're very aware of it though. Still, this is bad. This isn't just some random rebel of farmers. Someone must be calling the shots and they know what they're doing. Okay, so I'm trying to rack my brain. Oh, because it's been a while. So to give a little bit of background, once upon a time, there was the whole Arthas plague across Lordaeron, right? And we had like these paladins of the Silver Hand, we had these holy crusaders, and we had the Argent Dawn. But at some point, as they went into Stratholme, there was the Dreadlord. And I want to say Balthazar, but... Anyways, a Dreadlord took out their commander, Seidan Dafrohan, and took his skin and started to infiltrate and meddle from within. Up to the point where their organization like split apart. Part of them followed Seidan Dafrohan, you know, the Dreadlord, and part of them stuck with the Argent Dawn, and it's part of the Ashbringer storyline. Go check out the story of the Ashbringer if you want to know more. Ultimately, the Dreadlord was able to push them so far that they could no longer distinguish the difference between friend or foe. Where they started off as this holier-than-thou light crusade against the undead, at some point they couldn't even discern who was undead and who was living. They would just attack anybody. As well as, with Halloween coming up, the story of the Headless Horseman is connected to that corruption. The Scarlet Crusade, the Headless Horseman, it's all connected, which is actually a really cool storyline. So yeah, the Scarlet Crusade has been out here for a while. And of course, during Classic, we went into their monastery, we took care of business. With the Cataclysm revamp, we had the Lillian Voss storyline. Lillian is a daughter of one of the Crusaders' high rankers. She was brought back with the Forsaken started revamp with the Valkyrie as an undead. She tried to go back to the Crusaders, was unable to, and killed her father, and then went on a quest to like murder every necromancer she could find, which also led her back into the monastery. In Northrend, we dealt with the ones that were able to escape the massacre of the Death Knight starting experience, and they too found themselves led by a Dreadlord, in this case Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis promised us that we would never be able to take care of Arthas the Lich King without his help, but we did. a storyline that wasn't continued, but those Crusaders were also taken care of. God, were there more Crusaders? I kind of feel like there were more Crusaders. Either way, whenever the Scarlet Crusade pops up, they're like trolls. You know, you just take care of them, and then they come back again. Alright.
Another time.
Scarlet Brotherhood, left Fanatic, and Scarlet Crusade, and the Priest Quest Order. Okay.
Keep
To the
your
Sepulchre.
guard up.
Fernel and Velonada already went to the Sepulchre to work on a piece of our plan. We can hold the wall with just a few Death Guards and Dark Rangers, but we need someone who can hit the Scarlets where they are, preferably without losing more of our own. Go to the Sepulchre and meet with Velonada. You are the sharpened tip of a poison blade.
I will prepare our main forces.
And I will collect Kalia and the Banshees for support. We will meet you at the Sepulchre soon.
Got a port for you here.
Are you certain this is necessary, Master Apothecary? Even our allies are fearful of our use of these mixtures.
It is very necessary, my dear. This recipe spreads best by detonation. And, well, it's just fun.
It was just awful and depressing. Aww.
I am forsaken. Speak, or go. A little of this, a little of that.
Huh. Okay. Alright.
Hello.
What's the plan? The plan is to get you behind enemy lines while we strategically prepare the bulk of our forces. You can do damage right under the twitching noses, and we will have our soldiers ready for the right moment. Fernel is an idea of how we can use a particular blend of plague to disrupt the Scarlet Crusade, minimal risk to ourselves. Honestly, if you let me pop over to Orgrimmar real quick, I can get, like, a party together, 5 good adventurers, and we'll clear out the Scarlet Crusade in no time.
Vendello Eranu.
Okay.
We will forge a new future.
While the Scarlet Crusade has taken Fenris Isle, they try to intimidate and cow our people in Silverpine Forest. We cannot let them win. When you collect materials, destroy any propaganda that you
May
find.
your aim be true.
Oh, more propaganda, eh? The Night Elf Ranger looks sick. You can have that customization. And my pleasure, Oni. You can make your character look like that.
Goodbye.
We of the Royal Apothecaries have synthesized many nuanced plagues in recent years, in keeping with our agreement with Desolate Council not to overdo it. But when it comes to rooting out Scarlet Assailants, there really is nothing like the classic, the original plague that exists mostly only in the diseased tissue of surviving descendants. Go gather up samples, oh god.
Trust in the apothecaries.
You've heard of Gloomweed, you've heard of Doomweed, now it's time for the Boomweed! That's right, another variety grows right here in Silverpine, and it can be used in combination with alchemical formulas for a very incendiary outcome. Collect some. You don't really need any eyebrows, do ya?
Remember, if it explodes in your face, that means it's working.
What is it? Dark Lady, watch over you.
I wonder if they address that we can no longer rest people. Because we got no Valkyr chilling here anymore, right? At some point, the Forsaken are gonna run out of troops. Imagine playing a Warcraft 3 campaign, but you're not allowed to bring in extra numbers.
Be quick about your business.
That's gotta suck.
Speak, or go.
Hardcore mode engaged. Ha! To all the undeads, the land weeps beneath your foul presence. Your occupation is a stain on the kingdom of Lordaeron. Leave this place so to its rightful heirs will find no mercy from the renewed Scarlet Crusade. Scarlet Commander Forsyth. Your unholy occupation will soon be at an end. The Scarlet Crusade mustered great numbers than ever. Yada, yada, yada. Okay, so I thought it was going to be interesting propaganda, like the one where they suggested that Enduin and Sylvanas were... But Alright, now well.
Vendello Eranu.
Words have power. Power that can be taken away when the words are also taken away. Our people have suffered enough by ink and blade.
May your aim be true.
Goodbye.
I remember the days when we had unfettered license to experiment and brew as we wished. Perhaps one day again. Have you found those plague samples? Non-edible, or rather, ingestion not advised.
A little of this.
Excellent.
A little of that.
I can still smell that original plague formula. It brings back such pleasant memories. Toxifying the ambient air, melting the living down to their bones. How I miss those days. Did I say that out loud?
Trust in the apothecaries. Goodbye.
Wonderful. And I still see that you still have your eyebrows, I think. I'm sure you can get some new ones stitched on you if you really want to. Now, let us commence with the alchemy.
Master Apothecary, are you sure this concoction will not harm our own?
Science is never perfectly safe, but it won't harm us. Do you need something?
I mean, yes, on the one hand, it's like the Forsaken would fall back into the old ways. On the other hand, that is what it means to be Forsaken. I don't think getting rid of that identity and make them another goody two-shoe faction. I think the glory of the Forsaken, the beauty of the Forsaken, is that they will do whatever it takes to get the job done. No matter how the world looks at them, no matter how they are treated, no matter what the consequences are, they will get it done. That's, in my opinion, what makes them so awesome.
What is it?
As well as they literally eat people as their racial. Like, they eat people. I mean, trolls used to as well, but, you know.
Victory for Sylvanas.
My memories after the fall of Lordaeron are hazy, but I think I may have spent some time in Silverpine. Something about the scent of the trees reminds me and fills me with a distant dread. Yes, please. I made a pledge to the people, our people, that I would stand with them and help however I can. Though at times, I would wish for the methods to be more diplomatic than dangerous. I still stand ready. I will do whatever it takes to protect our home.
For Lordaeron.
We can never stop defending ourselves. The moment we stop, the moment they strike. How do you feel about them being back? It's a bit complicated and simple. In life, I was one of them. I believed what they believed. In death, I turned to the thing that they hated, that I hated, that I was taught to hate. It's taken a long time for me to see that blindly hating anything, living or undead, it isn't the answer. What matters is what they do. The Forsaken are my family, and I'm gonna protect them like my family.
Do not linger.
May
Alrighty.
you find peace within.
Our plan is to send you to Fenris Isle, but first you must look the part. We scouted the groups of Scarlet soldiers and trading at Valgon's field, supervised by lieutenants. That lieutenant's armor should let you walk deep behind enemy lines unnoticed. Take it from them. However you see fit. I don't need to know how. No, Kalia Menefil. No. You can't be like, yo, go get an outfit, but I don't want to know how you did it. Either you're one of us, or you're not. So what's it gonna be, huh? What's it gonna be?
Once you have taken the lieutenant's armor, you will be able to move unopposed through their encampment.
And remember, even the Scarlet recruits are dangerous. We cannot let them reinforce the others and get stronger.
Calling Scarlet's dangerous. Lol. Ohana means family, and family means we bond the living together.
Ask.
The Scarlet Crusade is recruiting. Apparently, when you want to blame all your problems on someone else, people flock to the lies. But that's a choice that they're going to live to regrets. We're not the problem here. They attacked our home. I mean, technically speaking, can we have a discussion? Can we have a discussion, Lillian, about who owns what? Do undead have rights that the living have? Are we all the same? Or should we perhaps go back into our graves? I think there's a story to be told there.
Keep your guard up.
Okay. Can I pick which Banshee?
What now?
Oh, yeah. Come along, Margix.
Embrace the shadow.
Whee. Like in Warcraft, might makes right. Mr. GM, thank you very much for the raid. Hello to everybody coming in. We are in the midst of the Forsaken Heritage Armor questline. So, if you still want an experience for yourself, you don't want any spoilers, then this is not the place for you to be. Otherwise, by all means, sit back, relax, enjoy the storyline. hope you had a good stream. Let me ask you a question before you pop off. Do the Forsaken have a right to Lordaeron? Easy question. Easy question. Do they have a right to Lordaeron, or does it belong to the living? Did you know Sylvanas loyalists have an extra visit by the Dark Lady? No fucking way. No? No, the Forsaken don't have rights to Lordaeron. Wow. Wow. I very much so, El Rafir. If I compare this to like what the Night Elves get, this is way better. They do, but they need to get the fuck out of Gilneas. Or fixed Gilneas, you know, present it beautifully, polish some buildings, get rid of a couple of the corpses, clean up the plague, you know. Make it nice and hospitable again. They are a rogue nation who committed multiple war crimes and expanded their borders and destroyed the lands that they hold. Alright, I'll play devil's advocate. Like, beyond the concept of zombies, which is a hard parallel to draw. Like, do zombies have rights that the living have? I don't know. But in Warcraft in general, might is right. So the Forsaken have been able to claim Lordaeron with might, which gives them rights to have it. Otherwise, we could argue that, what? The trolls deserve to have everything because they were here first. Should we just give everything back to the trolls? That means it can be taken by might as well. Yeah, we're talking about do they have a right to it, right? Like, the Scarlets believe that they should just get the fuck out because they have a right to it. To which my argument is, nah. If you want it, you gotta claim it. That makes sense. They have every right to make an attempt at it and try to claim it from the Forsaken. Fair enough. You want war in Warcraft? Let's go. But don't pretend like the Forsaken don't have a right to Lordaeron. It's the Horde way. If you hold it, it's yours. If you lost it, it's your own fault. Huh. But so for the Alliance, right? Yeah, the ending is fantastic. I was mentioning it earlier that the ending of Shadowlands is actually better than the expansion itself. It's kind of great. They put in the effort to redecorate at least, so sure. As well as they don't even use the top of it all. They just use the sewers. We could share. The Forsaken could live down below, and then the living could live upstairs. Join the new Scarlet Crusade. Promises a better future when the Forsaken are all dead. Contains a lot of misinformation. What? Why? What kind of misinformation do you need to have in order to tell them, yo, we got some zombies to kill? What? Was Lordaeron abandoned before the Forsaken took it, or was it through war? If it was abandoned, then they have full claim, but the Alliance lost it in the war, then I can see the argument that it would have wanted old territory back. I do like the idea of a shared space, but Gilneas would never allow that to happen. Oh god, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that Lordaeron was first claimed by Arthas and the Scourge, right? Stabbing his daddy. Then Ner'zhul got the whole damage thing, to which Arthas was called back to Northrend, and Sylvanas was able to reclaim control, and she founded the Forsaken. And during the formation of the Forsaken, she took on the Dreadlords that were still in the Plaguelands, in Tirisfal, with Lordaeron and whatnot, and she was able to claim the city, right? And then in Classic...
You cannot stop the Scarlet Crusade!
We found them all chilling in Lordaeron.
We will always rally more!
Yeah, that's kind of what you do. We got Halsey's armor. A little worse for wear after death, but aren't we all? Okay, that's funny.
I live my life in the shadows.
Here you go.
There is much to be done.
That's one Scarlet officer that can't cause more trouble for the Forsaken. And now, you can look the part. Next, let's hope that we can get you on that island without any fuss.
Do not linger.
It's better to kill something dangerous before it spreads. Now, Fenris Isle. It's better to kill something dangerous before it spreads, huh? It's better to kill something dangerous before it spreads, huh? Is that so? Well, guess I'm joining the Scarlet Crusade. Jesus, okay. Nah, we're the Forsaken. We're don't worry about it. We're the nice guys. We're the good people.
Keep your guard up.
My boy was like, yo, let's go back to the days of the original plague. 5 minutes ago, Lillian.
There is much to be done.
Now it's time to sneak you onto Fenris Isle. I know this armor isn't exactly what you want to wear, but it will help you move around without being noticed. Approach the Isle on their level, no fancy sky maneuvers. Once you put on the armor, find a way to get across the water. There's a quartermaster who can tell you where to go from there.
Do not linger. Well, that brings back memories.
We all have pieces of our past that shame us, Lillian. But we are working toward a better future together.
Together.
Could we hurry it along? I can't wait to deploy this improved formula.
I like how
should get
Fenris.
moving.
Oh god.
When you've weakened the Scarlet defenses, find me on Fenris Isle, and we will bring in the rest of our forces.
I just love how my boy Farinel is like, yo, can we get this goody-goody two-shoe stuff over with? We are the Forsaken after all. I like him. Oh. So, nobody is gonna notice the smell, the glowy eyes, the undead skin, or the 10-ton barrel. No, nobody's gonna notice the knee pads. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, okay. We are disguised. Right, is this where we stand? Yeah. I can't see the difference. The same picture. Well, then, hi. You'll just have to wait your, Wait, sorry, Lieutenant. I didn't recognize you at first. Yes, it is I, a lieutenant of the Scarlet Crusade, an officer in the Scarlet Crusade that calls itself Scarlet. Down with the Forsaken.
Of course. Right away, Lieutenant. Have a good ride over.
Okay. Sure thing. Hello. Say, what what's that you have on? That barrel. Silent menace. Quartermaster Newlam can't hold her gaze and looks away intimidated. Fine, go on then. I was just curious. I rolled an natty 20. An intimidation. Hosley! You're looking a bit grey around the gills. Are those new recruits working you to the bone already? It's supplies. In a Forsaken barrel? Yes. Did you steal it? Yes. Is it drinkable? Yes. Can I try it? No. Fine, but if you're planning to give that to Inquisitor Faribault and I don't get any, I'm gonna tell Commander Forsyth. Holy shit. So, did they just run out of time for the Night Elf quest, or did they just put everybody on the Forsaken one? Like, what happened? We could use those recruits to bolster us, but those dreadful undeads are harrying our supply lines. They will all be put into the ground permanently soon enough. Could you check our stockpiles to make sure that we got enough for the recruits? The good stuff is already gone up to the Fenris Keep. All right. Welcome to the Isle. How did the Scarlet survive being this dumb? They didn't. The Scarlet's tactic is just to breed and recruit over and over again. They're not smart, they're not good at anything. Oh no! Oh, I wonder who did. Nah. I just stood here and all of a sudden they fall down? Very weird. What do you mean there's no corpses to eat? There's one right there. Oh, guess not. Okay. They're just blind as well. Cool. They're an affront to all things good in the world. Lordaeron is a human kingdom. It belongs to us, not the undead. How do you do, fellow Crusaders?
Soldiers of the Scarlet Crusade, we stand at the threshold of a new Lordaeron, poised to liberate it from the cold grasp of the undead.
Uh-huh. Sure, buddy. Nope, I didn't see anything. Nope, I'm just gonna keep moving. Nah, I'm just gonna go home now. I didn't see anything. Jesus.
For Lordaeron.
Indeed. You know that Batman episode where Batman opens up the door, runs to one of the Goonies, and the Goonie just looks at Batman. He's like, "Nah, I saw nothing here. I'm just gonna go home now." This was happening here. I can smell the undeads whenever they get close. Disgusting creatures. Those abominations need to be eliminated. I mean, this questline is amazing. What do you mean? I love it. It's so dumb.
Those monsters polluted,
but in a good way.
The hallowed lands of our people. No more. Today, we will reclaim what is ours and purge the stain of the unliving from the world. Ready yourselves. This is the hour where you will be tested. Only you stand between the darkness of death and the light of the living.
Over here. We're ready to proceed. My bow is ready.
I can smell the plague and the smoke. Well done, cutting through their defenses.
Adiel Shalah.
Hey, I leveled up. With the island's defenses weakened and the cannons and mages silenced, we're ready to safely bring in our troops once more. You didn't think you would fight all of them by yourself, did you? I know you could, but leave some for the rest of us too. When you're ready, let me know. No, I thought, like Varian's dad was killed by Corona, but I thought that Varian's dad was killed by the Gnolls. But I might just be wrong.
We will forge a new future.
Yo! That's cool. Howdy, Jack. Hello. He managed to defeat the Gnolls. Ah, okay. Well, then let me draw your attention to the humble Murloc, who was able to sacrifice Sen'jin.
I am forsaken. Greetings.
Now we will show them the might of the Forsaken.
Another time.
Now it is time for them to pay. They'll wish they never set foot in our lands and threaten our home. We'll drive them out. We'll drive them into the ground. And we'll leave them to rot.
We're with you.
Let the scarlet blood flow.
Okay.
At your side, my lady.
They're getting away!
Do not chase. Their time will come.
cool. Sebi! Hello there. Thank you very much for the 15, baby. How are you doing? How is the Baldur's Gate adventure? Who do I need to pay to have you online 24/7? Enjoy the meeting, twin. Aw, look at all the Sebi love. I love it. It's so good. Yeah, you have fun with it? Good. I'm on my second playthrough right now. It is kind of great. Okay. Kind of looking for...
We are all slaves to this torment.
like moments of importance. I want to drive around the battlefield a little bit. You're the one facilitating it? Oh, good luck. 24/7? Oh, that would be my life right there. That would be my life. Trust. You don't want. Although you can romance everybody, so that's kind of nice. Chat. Is this the first time that we hear this music, or is it from somewhere else? Because it's kind of popping. It's new music. Cool.
Flee to hunt another day.
Cowards! Running away.
I am forsaken.
They're too busy giggling manically to speak to you. Oh my god, I love you.
Trust in the apothecaries.
They want Blizzard to make the Undercity and Lion City again? No. And I don't think they'll ever will. Like, you gotta imagine that, say that you're a Forsaken player and you love your capital city. Now all of a sudden Blizzard is going to give that away to somebody else. I don't think that they will. Destroy it, sure enough. They've destroyed plenty of capitals, but give it to the other faction? I don't think so. Instead, if we're gonna do an exchange, if we're gonna do something, I think it's a waste that Gilneas is not being used as a capital. Gilneas is gorgeous. It's unique in its architecture. It's unique in its history. Cleanse Gilneas and drop the Gilneas back in there. They've been stuck in Stormwind for long enough. They've been stuck in freaking burning Teldrassil long enough. Give them back their city.
We all have our duty.
My memories of the fall of Lordaeron are hazy, but I think that I may have spent some time in Silverpine. Something about the scent. How do you feel? I made a pledge to the people that I would stand with them. Blah, blah, blah.
For Lordaeron.
My blades stay sharp.
Sometimes the only way to get through to the people is the language they understand. And the Scarlet Crusade hears strength, but those are just the followers. We need to reach the leaders.
Keep your guard up.
We haven't seen the Scarlet Crusade put this many fresh soldiers on the field in a long time, and we know that they didn't get here on their own. Someone's guiding them, someone who fought the Forsaken before, someone that I remember well. Come with me. Let's put an end to Commander Forsyth.
The pieces of my past. It's like they're standing in front of me again, trying to scare me. But now, they should fear me. What is it you ask?
Again, and I said this during Battle for Azeroth as well, if you would have told me back then that Lillian was going to be part of Team Forsaken, I would have called you crazy. But they've given it such story development that I'm now able to, you know, reasonably go along with the idea of somebody who went against necromancy can now see the Forsaken as their family. There's actually story attached to it.
Their
Quite nice.
commander is here. Let's show him why he should have run.
Go back? Why?
Lillian Voss. Your father would despise you for what you've become.
Keep talking. You'll run out of breath quicker.
It appears somebody else killed them. Alright, hang on.
Their commander is here. Let's show him why he should have run.
Oh.
Lillian Voss. Your father would despise you for what you've become.
Keep talking. You'll run out of breath quicker.
Inspired everything. Warhammer, Warcraft, Final Fantasy. Yeah. Often it's fun to look at the Warcraft story. The fuck? The hell happened to the roof? But it's fun to look at the Warcraft story and just imagine a group of people sitting around a table and coming up with their own D&D story. It's kind of great.
I will purge the world of you. Do you not see that the world would be better off without the Forsaken in it?
Wow, that's incredibly racist. Maybe it's better without bald men. You ever imagined that? Scarlet Commander Foreskin.
Die in the light!
We will survive!
Oh, will it the Forsaken overcome this? Great, even using the racial in there? Yeah, that's great. Did not know D&D had a story, yeah, dude.
Is that all there is? Ugh.
It is done. We've retaken the Isle. Let's regroup downstairs and get back to the capital.
So the idea behind D&D is like, it gives you the basic setup. It gives you history on the races and the classes, and it gives you like points and a world to play in. And of course, as Dungeon Master, you can do whatever the hell you want with it. You can design new worlds, you can go with the stories that are given, but the basic foundation are in the books.
I live my life in the shadows.
Without the commander, hopefully they can't regroup anytime soon. We have our strength and we have you.
There is much to be done.
Let's get back behind the walls and meet the others. I think Belmont had the time of his unlife with you, getting to cut down Scarlet again. But this isn't the end of the Crusade, even though they lost. They might still turn this into the other way to recruit them. We'll be ready if they ever come for us again. Or our neighbors. Let's go back to the ruins of Lordaeron.
Do not linger. My blade stays sharp.
Send me to the ruins of...
Our time will come.
Cool. I don't know if this character completed Battle for Azeroth. Yeah, hello!
For the Horde!
Hey, yo, what up?
I haven't got all day.
Okay.
Hope is not enough. We are all damned.
I am forsaken.
Good job out there. Did you feel any better? Lady Kalia fixed me up, and it only hurt a little. That's how you know she cares.
Our time will come.
I feel nothing.
Get your fucking big-ass mount out of the way. Dear Blizzard, make all mounts disappear. Each and every one of them.
I do so enjoy my job. War abounds with opportunity. Shall we get to work?
My arrows strike true.
Cool. All right, sorry, I had to check out who were all here. Back to it.
What
Bannerguard
now?
Knell. Haha. So that was the one who went like ting ting, yeah? Cool.
Speak quickly.
I'm listening. Hello?
Huh. Alright. Cool.
For the Horde!
Do you need something?
What a magnificent demonstration of the apothecary's might. Of course, I kept a small sample of the explosive plague for safekeeping. And you never know when it might come in handy in the future. Good explosions solve so many problems. We could not have achieved this without our combined forces. The Dark Rangers will always stand behind our people and protect them with bow and blade. Even if this existence sometimes feels like a curse, we are not alone. Our sisters and brothers in the Black Arrow stand assured.
I stand ready to help.
It is good to have all of us safely back within these walls. In my time with our people, I've learned so much about the bravery and their fragility. We should never take this chance for granted, nor let our differences weaken us. We are stronger together.
What do you need?
The Netherstorm guy is a transmog mogrifier. You could drop us his toy. Victory is ours today. Tomorrow, someone else might try to snatch it away from us, but we won't let them, will we? If they come after us, we will fight at every corner, with our backs to the wall and until the marrow melts away inside of us. And we will leave our enemies in a burning, fetid pile. You can count on that.
Well met.
What is it you ask?
Welcome home. We couldn't have won this without you. I hope you know that.
Keep your guard up.
We have fought to win back our home. We have fought to keep it safe. Your courage and strength are inspirational to the Forsaken. And with you, we know we have our champion. Go. They'll want to see ya.
I have you not only helped us reclaim our home after the plague, but you defended it when it was under threat. You represent what it means to be Forsaken, to take care of our own with our unique ingredients.
Our strength.
Our determination.
Our cunning.
Our hope.
And together, we will endure as the Forsaken. My blade stays sharp.
Receive the honor of the Forsaken. All right. This is fucking cool, man. Yeah! Why is Derek so silent? 'Cause he's a proud Moor? I don't know.
What is it you ask?
See, and we will continue to fight, for as long as our bones let us, for our right and space to exist on Azeroth. We are the Forsaken.
Do not linger.
Alright, this was
I
fantastic.
live my life in the shadows.
I won't forget this, and chances are, night about the Scarlet Crusade, we prove that we can't be squashed.
There is much to be done.
Yeah, I really, really like this. This was great.
Come, shop, browse.
Smell.
Good fortune to all friends of the Grummels.
Fuck! Look at that! I don't think they could have added more skulls if they tried. Look at that. I too am a banner guard now. Yay! We are both banner guards. Woo! Let's go. Equip a tabard, right? And click on tabard. I'm a queen loyalist. Is that new? Forsaken champion. The tabard doesn't really pop out. Look at how many tabards I have, man. What the hell? You need a Sylvanas loyalist. I mean, I've done... I am a Sylvanas loyalist on a different character. But they're not Forsaken, so, you know.
May your feet find good trails.
Now that the Arthur stuff is sorted out, and we have some good connections to the higher-ups in the Shadowlands, should the Forsaken be allowed to pass on? I mean, it should be possible for them to go there right now. And I guess some would actually want to do it so, or is it possible for them? I actually don't know. So it's actually a genuine good question, Famatos. Or Famotus, I should say. So, the question of the future of the Forsaken was a topic that they touched upon in the books as well. So the Forsaken, they're falling apart and actually using new body parts to keep themselves going. But the Forsaken wondered, like, why are we still going? Our whole thing was to get vengeance upon Arthas. We got vengeance, and now we're just kind of following Sylvanas along. Why? At some point, they tried to give a motivation to it. At some point, they just kept on serving the Dark Lady. But now even Sylvanas is gone. They have gotten their vengeance. They've done their thing. Why are the Forsaken still around? Why do they still exist? Beyond the point of, you know, they're a playable character. There's a player base. There are people that love the Forsaken. Why are they still here? And I think it's a great place to give them some story. Why do they carry on? So there was the whole part about trying to reunite the living with the dead, which blew up in their face. But maybe now that Sylvanas is gone, they could give it another try. Maybe that could be their motivation. Or maybe something else. Or maybe it is time to say, you know, Forsaken, move on, pass on into the afterlife. It's interesting. As well as the whole question about the reproduction. In the past, we had the Valkyr that could resurrect more Forsaken and they could join. But the Valkyr are gone. So Kalia, in my opinion, was being built upon to the idea of this is how we're going to make new Forsaken. The lights creating more Forsaken. I think that was their plan. But Kalia is now part of the council, and that whole light resurrection thing is not really something that they're playing around with. Yeah, the undead race is dying out. That's part of the reason why Sylvanas and Legion tried to get the power of the Valkyr. She wanted to keep their forces going. It was a big motivation of their storyline. So what's going to keep the Forsaken going now? And we don't know. They don't have a way to resurrect. If you make a new character right now, you're stuck in Cataclysm. But at some point, the story needs to move on, right? Like, our peers want to make characters that are part of the current storyline. And you can't make new Forsaken right now. They're not being born. So this is the this is the loyalist-only questline. So for those who are unaware, during Battle for Azeroth, you had the option in the questing to side with Sylvanas or side with a Sourfang or whatever. And the loyalists, they got a little bit of extra dialogue in Battle for Azeroth itself, where she was like, okay, I gotta go now, but the next time you'll see me, you'll understand. Now, unfortunately, nobody understood, because that's the expansion we call Shadowlands. But it was still kind of cool to give people choices and agency, right? So those loyalists are still there. They've just done the Forsaken questline. This is the bonus storyline. Oh, hang on, I need to turn off the audio. There we go. This is literally... Oh, wait, no, I can boost it up. Hang on. Incoming, careful, headset users.
Ally. I speak to you now from beyond the veil of death, here, in this place of eternal darkness. My work, my penance, continues, though the Maw is an unlikely place for one to find peace. Each soul I rescue helps mine feel a little more whole. As I ponder my deeds since being raised into undeath, I have many regrets. Things said and choices made that I wish could be taken back. But there is one thing for which I will always be proud. helping the Forsaken find their place in a world that shunned them. My time to lead may be over, but I will always stand with you against those who would cast you out and call you monsters. Under the leadership of the Desolate Council, a new group of voices has arisen to represent all Forsaken. Stand proud in the Horde. Know that all of you were so much more than arrows in my quiver. As much as the family I was born into, you will always be my people. And one day, I do hope to walk among you once again. I must go. There are many more souls yet to be freed. Among them, one that is most dear to me. Shorella Ram, my...
Okay. This needs to be part... I don't know if there's anybody at Blizzard listening, but you need to make this part available for everybody. This should not be loyalist only. This is massive Sylvanas, development, which everybody should be able to see and not just on YouTube.